It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it, your feel-good breakfast show on this beautiful SA Garden Day. It's all about celebrating our gardens today, the flowers, the plants, the pot plants, whatever it is. Down your tools, wear a flower crown, and maybe that's, if you know, you're into that, and celebrate your green space on Sunday, the 17th of October. We're talking about Garden Day SA, and of course, it's a movement that's really seen people all over the country being united by a love for plants, and I really have fallen in love with plants, and really reconnecting with nature in the most incredible way, in ways that we've not done before. Now, the organizer of Garden Day SA, Clarisse Coetzee, joins us this morning in studio here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show to tell us all about it. Clarisse, how are you doing? You look stunning.
Thank you very much.
You look so good. I love it. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you. Well, I'm wearing my flower crown.
I wish I had one.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
It's fine. I'm going to go...
It's okay. You get to get one.
Piece one together.
Mine's built in. That's it. So it's fine.
It's a built-in flower crown.
You know what I
They're permanent.
But you know that Garden Day is in its 6th year, and I wanted to find out a bit more about how it's just kind of grown and grown, because, you know, apparently during the pandemic, gardening was a thing. People were out in their gardens because that's the only escape they had. In fact, they would call it entertainment when they go into their garden. So tell me more about how the Garden Day SA has grown.
Yeah, well, obviously, I mean, we haven't had the opportunity to see our family or friends for so long, so the only thing we could really connect to was our greenery.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, so this year we're just seeing so many more people who are gearing up for Garden Day because we've won so many new gardeners.
Yep.
Plant parents, I mean, the rise of the plant parent is such a phenomenon at the moment. Everybody is calling themselves a gardener because they're a plant mum or plant dad. Me, myself.
I've become plant dad, well, co-dad. So, I mean, because my partner lives in Durban and has now gotten plants, I'm a distant
You're a distant plant dad.
Yes.
And I mean, we talk to our plants, right? And they're our babies, and that's our garden. So we often say it doesn't matter if you have a balcony or if you're surrounded by your house plants. We're all now gardeners, and we're all going to be celebrating on Sunday, hopefully, these things that we keep alive.
Well, a 2020 global survey, Global Data listed that one, and they listed gardening as the second most popular lockdown hobby. I mean, it really came out right at the top. How does this speak to the hunger for nature and really people wanting to just get into it, connect with nature, and really just feel beautiful and make their gardens beautiful too?
Yes, well, I mean, again, we couldn't go anywhere for so long. We were stuck at home, so we all tended to our plants. And now we have these beautiful babies, indoors or outdoors, blooming and looking fabulous. And you know, it's so therapeutic. I don't know if you are garden. Well, you've just said you're a distant plant dad, but
Got them in potted plants. I wouldn't call it quite gardening, but we've got an appreciation for it.
yes, and I mean, it's just so therapeutic, and it's great for mental health and all the organisms in the soil if you put your hands into the soil. So it's really good for you, and it's a way to release stress. And so many people has tended to it during the past few months as an escapism, and a way to connect to nature. And we couldn't connect with people, so we connected to nature.
I suppose also connect with each other, because if Carl and I lived together and we had a garden, we could connect in that way and just spend time gardening.
Yeah, and I mean, like the thing with plant swaps, I don't know if you're aware of plant swaps, but that's the thing where if you're, you know, like it's an inexpensive activity, gardening. It doesn't have to cost you that much money. Okay. You can get cuttings from your friend and take a little piece of cutting and plant it and grow it, and then you have a garden. You don't even have to go and spend anything, and you're a gardener.
It's going to be a beautiful day on Sunday. Just a couple of ideas, just for anybody to try and celebrate Garden Day in their own little way. Give us just a couple of quick ideas that we can use to kind of make it special this year.
Yeah, sure. So we have a website, gardenday.co.za, where we list a whole range of activities. So we've done a survey on Instagram, so obviously that's how we connect with our fans, and we asked them what they will be doing. So I'm going to tell you what they've said. And it seems like there's a whole bunch of people who will be out having a picnic. I spoke to Zoe earlier. She also said she's having a picnic at Kirstenbosch.
Yes.
We are hearing about a lot of people planning houseplant parties. You know, we're all plant parents, so we're going to have houseplant parties happening. You can have a glass of wine or a cup of tea or a sunset soiree. We've got a Spotify channel this year that we've collaborated with a few people that created beautiful playlists for us. So you can put on the music, you can just dance with your plants, you can play with your kids, like anything, as long as you don't work. That's all we ask. Don't work in your garden.
And this really does speak to the fact that the culture of gardening and of planting has grown in the most magnificent way, which is beautiful. I haven't received an invite at all from any of these people hosting parties at their houses for gardening, but hopefully this has inspired you to really reach out to your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, your cousins, whoever. Get them all involved in gardening during this time. Later on, we're going to be speaking to some plant parents like myself, you know, because we've got something in common. And we're going to be telling us about their love for plants, but also for music as well. We'll see you in a bit.